Everybody wants to be happier. You want to be happier, but we don't all know how to be happier because there was no school, class, how to be happy, although there should have been. And we've been misled all this time by media and advertising telling you that if you buy this thing, if you do this thing, if you look like this, you're going to be happy. But the science is out there. So in this video, I've done my research, I've looked at what the studies have to say, and I'm here to report with you 20 plus ways to be happier. So if that sounds like something useful, hit the thumbs up. If you think of something anecdotally off the top of your head during this video that you think contributes to happiness, please comment down below, and make sure to hit a thumbs up for Billy here. Welcome in, fam, much love, Trav here. So my source of research for this video is Dan Buettner's Blue Zones of Happiness. So Dan Buettner is this researcher. You might have heard Blue Zones. He studied the world's longest living people, and then he went on to do research studying the happiest people. And it's self-reporting, people who said they're happier than others in communities. So it's not perfect. It's sort of hard to study happiness with something ephemeral. It's something. So he broke it down into different facets: pleasure, pride, and various. But basically, he studied different cultures that not only lived long, in communities not only lived long, but also lived very happily, and figured out what they were doing, and then he shared it in his book. So I'm going to report to you on that. So welcome in, fam, much love, Trav here. One of the things that you can do to make yourself happy is to adopt a pet. Have a dog or a cat, something like that. Contributes quite a lot to happiness. I have sheep. I have a new goat over there. Maybe you can see her behind. Daisy! Come here, Daisy. She's sort of scared of the sheep, so she might not come over here. Okay, adopt a pet is one thing. If you don't have a dog, you could even have like a fish tank, or you could have a cat, or you could have a turtle, but just caring for something. Also, going with that, having houseplants makes you happier. Surprise. You get a succulent like aloe vera can survive without very much sun or very much water, something low care. Part of the reason why these things in community makes us happier is because we want to feel needed. Having some freedom and control over what you do is another thing that contributes to happiness, but a lot of the things that contribute to happiness is actually about having certain commitments. Okay? What else contributes to happiness? Making at least $75,000 a year. So if you say, hey, money's a ripoff, I don't want to be rich. Well, you don't need to be rich, but you should have enough money that you're not stressed out. You should have insurance. Insurance increases your happiness. If you don't have health insurance, you don't have car insurance, your tabs aren't up to date, you should do that because it will make you happier. Just going to the dentist and doctor regularly for health routines is going to make you happier. It's going to reduce your stress. It's not all about money though. Having a commute 15 minutes or less to work increases your happiness as much as getting like doubling your income, something like that. So you want to live close to your work. If that means get a job on a new job that's closer to where you work, or if it means move closer to your work. I live on the farm, and that's one of my favorite things. I was like, man, I hate being stuck in traffic, and I'm way happier from being on the farm. So what else is in there? Practicing a faith at least once a month. Most of the happiest people and the longest living people are churchgoers. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to go to church, but just having even a personal faith that you practice is going to do a lot for you. On the daily, spending 3+ hours with socializing, at least 3 hours. A lot of happiest people do 6 hours or more. Even if you're an introverted person, I'm more of an introverted person. It's bad to be alone. Isolation reduces your life expectancy and your happiness. And let's go get Daisy. Daisy, come say hi to the camera. She's kind of skittish. Daisy. So yeah, you don't want to be isolated. Daisy. What else? You don't want to spend more than an hour a day playing video games and watching TV. You want to be more into the real world. Thumbs up for Daisy if you like goats. I wanted a goat for a long time. Oh, yeah, still working on her. Talk about goat training another day. Other ways to boost your happiness. You can boost your happiness by being on social media like an hour a day. Up to an hour a day has benefits. More than an hour a day causes problems. Like 30 minutes is decent too. You can do none. Don't do too much. Don't do many hours. What else can you do to boost your happiness? Meditate daily. Have a practice. I like in the morning when I drive out onto the farm. I live on the farm, but still drive out onto the farm. We got 2 properties about a mile apart with 40 acres. But I park my car and just breathe and think for a little bit. Part of my meditation practice, journaling. What else can you do to boost your happiness? They say eating at least 6 servings of fruits and vegetables will boost your happiness. So yeah, basically being healthy, eating healthy food. At least 30 minutes of natural movement, exercise. 30 minutes is nothing though. You can definitely spend a lot of time out getting natural lighting. Getting sunshine and having good natural lighting in your home boosts your happiness. What else? Living in a quiet place. It sucks when your neighbors are super loud and there's barking dogs and loud music. And you can, if you live in a quiet place, you can be happier. Some of these things do take money, or money at least helps, because if you have money, you can have more control of your living situation. You have more control over what you eat. You have more control of where you live. You have more control over certain things. But again, once you have 75 grand, come on Daisy, you don't really need that much more, right? So what else can we do? We can live with a loving partner. Living with a loving partner boosts your happiness. So make it a goal. We're at worst serially monogamous, but we tend to be pretty monogamous humans. We will do well on partnerships. Have sex 3 to 4 times a week. There's another thing, boost your happiness. Happiest people are having quite a bit of sex. So if you're going to do semen retention or no-fap to help attract certain things into your life, you can do that. But that's why I say, hey, if you got a good relationship, just have sex. It's better. Okay, what else? Well, you got to get the book to look at what else, but you can see the general picture is it's about building a good life with community, interconnection with plants and animals and nature and God and relationships and community and the land. On the flip side is how to be super unhappy, is to spend all your time alone, to drive a very long distance in your commute so you're disconnected, to eat garbage food, practice no faith, have no pets, no animals, no obligations. Total liberty to do what you want, but another thing that was on the list is don't smoke. The happiest people don't smoke. Not smoking, not doing drugs in general gives you a sense of pride, and also over the long run, it avoids certain negative emotions, but also avoids certain health problems and risks that allows you to be happier. Part of being happier is having a low stress life, low stress environment. What else contributes to happiness? Having savings, having adequate savings. Even if you make a lot of money, if you got nothing in savings, then you might not be that happy. So it's going to help you if you save more money. So make it a target, save at least 3 to 6 months of expenses to start. But having a hoard and a treasure chest does give you a sense of security, which is nice to have. What else do we have? Having time to practice hobbies. Feeling like you have time I have time to surf, I have time to play music. If you like to climb, if you like to run, play basketball, whatever it is, feeling that you have time to do that. There's some contention around work. One place he says don't work more than 40 hours a week. We found that Americans actually are happier when they work more than 40 hours a week. It's not entirely sure why that is, but the, you should work a lot for happiness. Maybe part-time some of the time, or take vacations occasionally, but it's important to like your work, enjoy your work, right? Just taking care of yourself. Having people to confide in, whether that's your partner or just good friends. At the end of a day, when something goes wrong, you can talk about what went wrong, and not just gossip and drama, but here's what I'm dealing with and trying to fix this. People that you could talk to. So interconnectedness, yes. Isolation, no. It's enough to get you started. If you listened through this and you're like, man, I don't have any of those. Ooh, they just keep coming to me. Sleep at least 7.5 hours. Really, you want to sleep 8 to 9.5 hours. The happiest people sleep 8 to 9.5 hours. If that seems quite a bit of sleep, it is quite a bit of sleep, but most people don't get enough sleep. Lots of sleep is one of the big things that's going to affect your happiness. Because again, just taking care of yourself, eating good food, exercising, getting sunshine, getting good sleep. So hopefully you made it to the end to get all those. If you made it to the end, congrats. If you made it this far, you found it useful, please hit that thumbs up. It makes a difference to the YouTube algorithm and helps more people discover what we're working on here. As I requested before, please comment things that you know anecdotally to be true that contributes to your happiness, things that make you happy. If you're listening to this list, there's a lot of things you didn't have, there's a lot of things that you want. That's okay, because at least you know what to work towards. My goal with this video is to help you have a target, because like we discussed at the beginning, a lot of us don't have a clear target. I don't know, they didn't teach me in school, and I have been misled by the media. Maybe I achieved some things. They keep coming to me. One other thing, having at least some college education. Basically, you see Daisy going here. Daisy! Basically, pursue education. It doesn't need to be college education, but being curious is going to help you. Daisy! Come on! Daisy! It's easier when she's hungry. They're so well fed in the pasture right now that it's hard to... They're like, food, I don't care about food, I'm already full. Okay, we're gonna say goodbye to Daisy and end the video. She made it to the very end. Say goodbye, Daisy. Try to get her in more vids. Oh, here she comes. Yeah. Gotta be patient. And let's end the video just by a quiet goat meditation together. So, why don't you take 10 deep breaths, listen to the bird song, watch the goat, feel the sunshine, feel the wind, think about things that you have that contribute to your happiness, that you're grateful for, and keep on breathing. Sweet Daisy goat. Sweet Daisy girl. Okay, thumbs up for that. Thank you, appreciate you. Much love.